Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Kingsbury. They say knowledge is power, and that is certainly the case in the reseller game. Today I'm going to tell you about 10 toys that have sold for over $100 on eBay. When you search eBay by keyword toy, it shows that there's 18 million toys listed on eBay. When you narrow that down to what has sold in the last 90 days, there has been 3.5 million toys sold in the last 90 days. And of that 3.5 million, there have been 330,000 that have sold for over $100. Today we're going to look at 10 toys that have sold for over $100 on eBay. So this is going to be in no particular order. I'm just going to go down the list, see what catches my eye, and show it to you guys, let you guys know what it sells for, and take a look at it in a little bit more details, going through the photos, and maybe we can find one of those out in the wild and make $100 for ourselves. First item that caught my eye was this. It's a Tonka Snorkel fire truck, 2950 in box. So I think 2950 must be the model number. Let's take a look at these photos in a little bit more detail. So this is appears to be an older model of this truck, and it is in the original packaging. Looks like they took it out for some photos here, but they have that box there that they showed in the initial photo. So an old Tonka truck here, and there's that box I was telling you about. It says USA made, so 2950 is the number, and they're calling this the Snorkel Pumper number 2950, as you can see there in the photo. And excellent imagery on this box. I could see why it was popular back in the day. So there you have it, $121 that one sold for. Second item that caught my eye was this. It sold for $199.99. It's a Batman 1966 Batmobile Slot Car, Classics Industries 124th rather scale A. They put so 1/24 scale. There it is, a little slot car with the Batman 1966. This is an old one. I know slot cars do sell for good money sometimes. And there you see the bottom that it is a slot car. So you could put that on a racetrack, I'd imagine. And there it is, 1966 Batmobile Slot Car, 1/24 scale. $199.99. Third item that caught my eye was this. It's a vintage 1950s Heartland Wyatt Earp action figure. So there he is, Mr. Wyatt Earp. Let's take a look at the rest of these photos, see if we can spot this in a little bit more detail. Did I tell you it sold for $135? They took a best offer, so it may be a little less than that. Photos aren't great, at least that one's not. A little blurry. He's got his hat off there, so it looks like he does have accessories. So even with some less than stellar photos, this one sold for over $100. He's got his little gun. Okay, the gun comes out there again. Blurry photos, but didn't stop it from selling. There it is, a 1950s Wyatt Earp action figure. $135 best offer. Alright, fourth item to catch my eye was this. You guys remember the show, right? From the 70s, early 80s. Chips, a Chips vintage TV series boxed motorbike collectors. And Frank Poncherello, right? Frank Poncherello was the character. You remember Erica Estrada, right? Played Frank Poncherello. I think they called him Ponch from what I remember. There he is, the original box and the motorcycle. Let's take a look at these photos. This sold for $140.87. $140.87. There he is. Looks like the helmet has a little bit of wear, but that didn't stop it. Old Ponch there in his jacket. He's got the clothes with it. Look at the art on that box. There's Ponch. What was the other guy? John? I think Ponch and John, I think, were the two characters there. Used to ride side by side in the old movie Chips. I mean the TV series rather. Looks like the clothes have a little wear to them, but I mean it is from early 70s, I want to say. I don't see the date on this, but I think the show did play throughout the 70s and 80s. I'll have to do some research. There's the motorbike. There it has the original decals on it. Has the Chips. And this one is coming to you from Great Britain. It came all the way across to the, I imagine it's sold in the US. Chips, motorbike there. Oh, Frank Poncherello. Ponch and John. Freewheeling motorcycle, figure not included, scaled to fit all 8-inch chips figures. There it is, it says on the box. Has a little Ponch and John. Pretty cool little piece of toy history, memorabilia. Definitely interesting that they still have that box. That's amazing. Look at the motorbike fits in there, and they threw the little character in there. So maybe they sold separately, I think, from what the box is saying, but there's the original photo. $140.87 for that one. Alright, at number 5, next one to catch my eye was this. It's you've seen RC cars. This I think is an RC boat. It's a vintage StarCraft CPS-20 Flying Wedge RC Nitro boat with OS Max 65 outboard. So it has a special kind of motor, I guess, a 65 outboard. There you see it, kind of an orange. They're calling this the Flying Wedge. And believe it or not, this sold at auction, 9 bids for $811.59. $811.59 for this one. So quite a sale on this. There's that motor. Look at that. They call that the 65 outboard motor. There's a look at the back of it. So not only RC cars, RC boats. There's a market for these vintage boats. This is the StarCraft CPS-20 Flying Wedge. Look at these photos. You can see why they call it the Wedge. Interesting design. I mean, it does show some wear, some significant wear. I guess if you had that thing in the water zipping around, it's going to get a little wear tear to it. There's the remote. They have a sideways picture of the remote. Airtronics Inc. SR is what it says on there. And there's the inner workings, I guess. There's the original look at the advertising, I guess, for these boats, these vintage StarCraft boats. So get that in your head. StarCraft, $811.59 for that. What a deal. Alright, we've made it halfway through the 10 items that have sold for over $100. The 10 toys selling for over $100. If you like this kind of content, please hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, and help the video get a few more eyes. We're going to get back into it. Let's do 5 more items, 5 more toys that have sold for over $100 on eBay. Alright, at number 6, I scrolled past some Lego earlier, but this one caught my eye. It's a Lego 7259 Star Wars Arc 170 Starfighter. 99.9% complete, so it might be missing one piece. It looks like 99.9% complete, they say. Let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. Oh yeah, this sold for $120, so definitely over $100. It comes with those 3 little minifigs. Looks like there they are. You get the pilots, 2 with weapons, or it looks like a flashlight maybe. A little C-3PO. So they got the Stormtrooper minifigs. There's the back of it. There's the top of it. Kind of makes you wondering what piece is missing. You wouldn't even see it, but I guess a 99.9% complete. So even missing a piece, it sold for $120. So Lego still sells for big bucks. I've heard it's better to invest in the Lego than the stock market. So they say you invest in Lego and the value will go up. Especially for these older little toys. This one, I'm not sure the exact age of this. 7259 is the model number. You could look it up, but $120. I'd imagine it is have some age if it's selling for that amount of money. One of the older Lego toys. So they got a lot of photos here. There's the top of it, the cockpit, and there's the underside. They definitely did a good job taking photos, making sure this one got a sale. There's the original and the minifigs. So $120 for that one. Wow. At number 7, we have an interesting one here. Look at this. It's a vintage Nyland Turnahauler flatbed with ramp. Green in color, it says. So there it is. A vintage Nyland Turnahauler flatbed with ramp. So you've seen the die-cast cars. You've seen the die-cast everything else. But have you seen a die-cast tractor? They didn't even put tractor in this. You put tractor, keyword tractor, it might sell for more. This one sold for $124.99. So important to put those keywords in there. I guess it didn't stop this one from getting a sale. Definitely looks like it could be from the 70s, maybe 80s, but they didn't put the date. They didn't put a tractor. They just put a Turnahauler flatbed with ramp. So interesting little die-cast toy. And very unique little tractor. Haven't seen that. Nyland is the brand, so get to know that name. When you're out there shopping for toys, you might come across it. And that one would get you over $100, $124.99 this one sold for. So there it is. A vintage Nyland Turnahauler flatbed with ramp. Alright, as a reseller who browses through the plush section myself, I often look through the stuffed animals to see if there's anything cool out there. I've sold a few on occasion, but I don't make a habit of it. But here's one that definitely caught my eye. At number 8, we have this Bloom County Rosebud, the last baseline plush, 12-inch Basset Hound plush. And this one sold for $200. You believe it? $200 for this. Let's take a look at it in a little bit more detail. They just have the side photo as the main image. Kind of not what I would choose. There's the face. You can see it a little bit more detail. Man, he is all nose. Almost looks like Toucan Sam. But there's a look at it. Bloom County Rosebud is the name of this plush. And there he is. He's got a little worm on his nose, it looks like, and he's cross-eyed looking at that worm. So unique, surely unique, but $200 unique, I don't know. Rosebud, so maybe he's holding that in his tail. They call him Rosebud, the last baseline plush, 16-inch Basset Hound plush. They put plush in there twice. You don't need to do that. But Bloom County, obviously, it was the famous comic strip, I believe, that was in the comics. That's how I remember it anyways. I don't know, was there a cartoon, Bloom County? So there's the bottom side. They took plenty of photos, and there's the original. $200 for this Bloom County Rosebud plush. Alright, we're through 8. We've got 2 more to go. I want to thank everybody for watching this video thus far. If you like the content, like I said, hit that like button, thumb up to this one, and consider subscribing. If you like this kind of content, let me know with a comment. You know, I'm trying to get this channel monetized, so likes and comments are appreciated. Let's get back into it. 2 more to go. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, at number 9, I know there's a lot of guys that watch my channel. They might run away from the girly toys, but this one sold for $209.99. That might make you think a little differently. It's an Integra Toys Lilith Blair Natural High Basic Dress Doll Fashion Royalty. NRFB they put. So let's take a look at old Lilith Blair. Don't be afraid of these girly dolls. You know, they sold for over $200, $209.99 for this. That'll change your opinion on her. Look at, she's got nice brown eyes, little blue top there. Lilith Blair. I'm not familiar, but she's new in box, it looks like. She's strapped up in that box. Original clothing, it looks like. Original box. And she's looking fresh, ready for a new home. $209.99. There you see it. Lilith Blair, Natural High Basic Dress Doll, they're calling this. So I'm not familiar, but if it can make you over $200, I'll take it. There it has a little box damage they pointed out, but didn't stop that from selling. New face is what it says on the box there. That might not be the original box, but there she is. Lilith Blair, Integrity Toys, Natural High Basic Dress Doll, $209.99. Keep an eye out. Alright, at number 10, the final toy that sold for over $100. We got a nice one here. I was scrolling through trying to find you guys a cool one, and we got one here. Let's take a look at this. Alright, we showed you that girly doll, and here we got one on the other end of the spectrum here. This is a Harley Davidson police patrol bike, Franklin Mint. Of course, the Franklin Mint stuff always sells well. This is 1/10 scale motorcycle, Harley Davidson police patrol bike. And this one sold for $129.99. You know, that Franklin Mint stuff does always sell for big money, so it doesn't surprise me this one sold for over 100. Let's take a look at it. There it is. They got a sideways photo. They don't know how to rotate their photos, but there it is. They got it back up the right way. Police bike, Harley Davidson police patrol bike by Franklin Mint. You see anything Franklin Mint, take it out of the box, give it a look, and consider buying it. You know, if you can get it for under 20 bucks, I'd say buy it every time. That Franklin Mint stuff sells for big money. Search that online. Do yourself a favor. You'll definitely make some money if you come across Franklin Mint. There's the back of it. As you can see, these Franklin Mint toys are very intricate detail, as you can see. And that's why they sell for the big money. Someone put some good time into creating these. They're made of nice parts. I'm not sure, metal and plastic, I'd imagine, but well crafted. And as you see, it comes in the original styrofoam box there. I don't know if they have, yeah, they have a box that it fits in. Police motorcycle, it says on there. PNB11WP66. I'm not sure if that's the original model number, but that's the model number on that box there. There you see it, a Harley Davidson police patrol bike. Let's get a closer look. There it is in all its glory. A little Harley bike. $129.99. Alright, there you saw it. 10 items that sold for over $100 in the toy category. Like I said earlier, 350,000 items have sold over $100 in the toy category. So search toys, get to know those that are selling for over $100 because it can be a nice stream of income. Go through that toy section, keep an eye out for some of these older toys. Obviously the vintage toys usually are the ones selling for over $100, but sometimes it's the new ones. Complete Lego sets, if you see that at a garage sale, always pick it up. Obviously if it's even missing a piece here or there, you can still put it online and someone will find that as a missing piece somehow, or they'll buy it incomplete. But definitely a market worthy of exploration. If you like this type of content, let me know with a comment. Let me know you want to see some more vintage toys or toys over $100. We can keep an eye out together and maybe we can find some in 2024. Pad our bank account a little with some of these high-end toys. So not sure if I told you at the beginning of the video, but again, my name is Brian Kingsbury. I do have a YouTube channel and I tell you about my 2 eBay stores. I'm primarily a clothing seller, but I do sell other items. I buy storage units and sometimes I buy what I find in those units. Sometimes I'll go through the toy section, through the plush section, through other sections, electronics, whatnot, antiques. I deal in a little bit of it all, but primarily my bread and butter is selling clothes. So if you're interested in following my daily vlog, yeah, it comes out every morning. I have a daily vlog. Go ahead and hit that subscription button. Ring that notification bell. That way you will be notified every time that new video drops. And I'm trying to provide a little value, provide a little bit of education as I go along. So we're doing some of these videos looking at the sold section of specific categories like toys and other categories to kind of determine what's selling for big money, right? There's such a vast amount of stuff on eBay, but we want to focus on what's selling and more specifically what is selling for big money. Big money to me, over $100. So there you saw it, 10 toys selling for over $100. Hopefully you provided a little bit of value. You'll hit that like button, consider subscribing. Thanks again for watching this one to the very end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.